Continuing to work through the backlog. Hello YouTubers, this is the noobifier. I was gone for 2 weeks and I have a video linked up for you right now talking about where I was. And as I said, I'm catching up on the backlog of 2 weeks, so stay tuned. On the 23rd of February 2024, there was an hour-long starcitizen live Q&A distribution centers, or DCs for short. Here's what you need to know. Joining the show was John and James, lead content designer and lead environmental artist. This topic was covered a couple weeks ago on Inside Starcitizen, but they said that they would cover our questions from Spectrum. And if you're living under a rock, I will intro this a little bit. The distro centers, or DCs, are large points of interest. They're coming with 323. Industrial and commerce, refinery, and these will become the place where both sides of the law might collide. They confirmed, of course, that there will be aspects that are copy-pasted, but the locations around and around the interior will have its own branding and layout, its own flavor, if you will. The locations will feel diverse. In 323, they confirmed 13 of these on planets, not yet on moons. They would like to retool them somewhat for the airless environment that the moons may offer. They need to be different a little bit. Missions at these locations will in the future offer a very wide range of gameplay. Initially, the scope will be more basic, like box fetches and item fetches. Jared expanded on the future cause and effect missions that will be added, such as location is missing a type of ore, and the missions offered will be geared to address that deficiency automatically. Some would say that's Quanta, Tony Z's Quanta. Panel confirmed that there is and has been a big focus on combat in Star Citizen, but these are the types of infrastructures to add even more non-combat gameplay. They will likely add rundown or abandoned DCs in the future where appropriate. Roads have been promised since as long as when Planet Tech was demoed. Roads interlinking DCs and other points of interest would be cool, according to the panel, and they see no reason why that wouldn't be added in the future, but they also didn't say that that was being worked on. Who occupies is who owns the current model for ownership of DCs. They mentioned that there's no reason why DC couldn't also include manufacturing centers, but this is getting into crafted theory. The DCs are built to support many aspects of gameplay such as hacking, sneaking, stealing, raids, piracy, but also security, shopping, and commerce, the regular MMO type of construction. Specifically around DCs, they confirmed that in the future, PvP and PvE will sometimes occur in the same place and will be allowed to spill over onto each other. Friendly and hostile and everything in between is what we can expect of the 13 DCs in 323. The security posture and defensive infrastructure of the location will act based on your reputation and crime stat. We then took a break and switched over to Forrest, who is principal technical artist. One of the founding members of the project, Jared described Forrest as a fixer, the person who can walk the line between art and engineering within the code to make the game work. Optimizing all aspects, stronger, faster, better is what Forrest is all about. Forrest joined the company in spring of 2012, and he was pretty modest, but it's pretty clear that he was instrumental in the Kickstarter campaign. The demo needed to be in-game and legit, so that meant operational thrusters and other important aspects. Forrest was hired through word of mouth at the age of 28, and he reminisced about the early days of not knowing how to achieve something in-game, or even if that was physically possible in CryEngine. They spoke about the challenges in accurately estimating time to create an unknown or previously impossible game feature, something that we are very well aware of. They spoke about feature creep, which was simply called Chris Roberts' innovation. Nothing should ever be approached as impossible, and sometimes you just need to try it. Jared asked for a funny story that could get everyone fired. Forrest remembered that the first office was so small that everyone worked in one room, and if you needed to leave, you basically needed to ask another team member to pull closer to the desk so that you could. And Forrest also spoke about support to the Kickstarter and the snowball effect of the support from the growing community. Jared then confirmed that there would be no SC Live for the next week, which was last Friday. At the time of releasing this summary, that's it. Thank you very much for spending your time with me. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.